What's up, everybody? I am so stoked to bring this video to you today. This is a couple things here. So, one, this channel is brand new. Now, I've been doing what I've been doing for a while, but the concept behind this channel, which is giving you the skills, the tools, the knowledge, inside tips on how to generate content for a very low cost with very high quality and getting it out there in a way that as a side hustle can not only generate you income but be so much fun and let your creative side flow. So the backstory on what I'm about to do here is this is part one. What we're going to do today, we're going to create a drone channel on YouTube. It's going to be a faceless channel. All right. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so much. I've even got a web page, or excuse me, a YouTube page from a little while ago. Let's see, videos. I even have some videos with some drone footage I took here in Texas. Not bad, not bad. It was an FPV drone. Now, just due to work, crashing the drone, and a couple different things, I really didn't pursue it too far. But now with my new AI skills, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to create your own music, how to generate images, turn those into motion pictures, edit it together, and release it with some SEO skills that'll actually get you some views. And it's going to be some fun. So that's kind of the background there. Today, the tools that we're going to be using are ChatGPT for prompt generation. And then we're going to be plugging those into Suno, which is a music AI generator. I've tried a couple different music generators, and honestly, most of them are kind of junk. It's just kind of junk. I've found that Suno actually produces radio quality music. Now on the side, with a different channel, I've been generating country faith-based music. It's been released on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, and at my workplace, I actually slipped some of the songs into the rotation. People didn't even know. Like the stuff that Suno can generate is really high quality and literally radio ready. Is it as good as a real artist, someone top notch might be able to do? Probably not, but it's still really, really good. So let's see. Yep, GPT Suno. There's going to be links to these below. And let's get started. Let's have some fun. So this is my Drone Nerd Chills channel, killing it with three subscribers. That's so weak. All right, so we're going to start off. We're going to go over to ChatGPT. Now, what I like to do with GPT is GPT is like a mirror of you. So like if you're tired or in a bad mood, you might as well not even do it because you're going to get back from GPT whatever you put in. So if your creative juices are flowing, you're in a good mood, everything's right, that's a perfect time to start working with GPT on some stuff. So today, the goal is to produce 10 songs that are 4 minutes each. All right. And what I'll do is I will loop those 2 times and make about an hour long drone chill music video. Something you can listen to while you're working from home, chilling on the couch, or even at work. Now, what I'm going to do is the music. We're going to create the music. That's part one. Part two, I'm going to teach you how to put it through a distribution company called DistroKid. And what that's going to do is now that music's yours. Like the music we're creating today, it's my music. I own it. I created it. I have a paid subscription to Suno. If you don't have a paid subscription to Suno, you actually don't own that music. Suno technically does. So if you want to own the music, you have to do a paid tier, and I'll show you what the price is on that in a second. So Suno, DistroKid. DistroKid's going to get it out to all the different streaming platforms, and it'll actually be like a nice album on those services. So if people listen to that music, I'll get money from it. And it'll be cool because people are listening to something I created and I'm getting paid, which is pretty cool. What's nice about that is then we'll add those to the video. And that's so part two is distribution, owning the music, getting it out there. Part three, editing the film. Part four, getting it uploaded to YouTube. So I'm going to set the tone with GPT here. And today I'm thinking Brazilian. I'm thinking beaches. I'm thinking house, EDM with kind of a Latin vibe. So what I like to do with GPT is like set the tone, tell a little bit of a story, and kind of like let it know right off the bat where you're coming from. It'll set it in that gear. And what you'll see, what I do with GPT is I give it a lot of room for letting it do its thing. I found that with music and prompts and lyrics, if you get hyper like focused on specific things you want in a song lyrically, it'll like it kind of clogs GPT up. He can't really do his job or she. So I give it a lot of freedom. I just kind of give it a context and a story. And once again, GPT is like a mirror, so it kind of feels it. So let's start off. Hi GPT. You, and by the way, my spelling's horrible. You ready to make? So what I'll also do is give it a prefix. Let's see. Brazil house EDM trap bangers. You ready to create serious bangers to be played yeah, let's see. I said, you ready to create some serious bangers to be played on the internet for the folks to vibe out to? He says, oh yeah, I'm ready. Let's crank the tempo, drop that bass, and cook some Brazil house EDM trap bangers that go viral in the comments section before the second drop even hits. Let's lock it in. What vibe are we channeling? Jungle, tribal, spiritual, deep, vocals and instrumental? Do we need a catchy chant, spoken hook, full verse, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I'm going to dial this in a little bit. The songs are going to be instrumentals that will be added with drone footage for YouTube chill, relax, vibe, or even work listening. They'll also be on Spotify, YouTube Music, etc. Here's what I'm feeling. So, house music with Latin flair or vibe because the footage is of Brazilian beaches. Let's see. So house music with a Latin flair or vibe with some hints of trap with some trap snares. I like some trap snares. Heavy bass drops. You know, some Latin string instrument might be nice. Let's see. So, trap snares, heavy bass drops, house beat. Something that hits from the beach to the nightclubs. My spelling's awful, folks. I'm just telling you. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this so easy and quick, folks. You have no clue just how easy it is to get rolling with this stuff. So what I'm going to tell it to do is give me, let's do 5 prompts to start with. So please generate 5 different prompts that I can copy, paste into Suno. It knows what Suno is, knows what's going on with that. For the songs, let's see. Please generate 5 different prompts that I can copy paste into Suno for the songs. And also, the prompts cannot name an artist or song and under 200 characters. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. Send it. Let's go. These are going to slap from the shoreline to the skyline. Here are 5 Suno-ready prompts under 200 characters, all optimized to capture that Brazilian beach house trap fusion without naming artist. All right, so we've got these. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy these. And what I like to do, and I'll actually have, I'll include this link to a Google Drive doc that, you know, if you just want to grab these prompts, if you like these prompts, because we're getting some good stuff, you know, it's in the description. I'll also include links to Suno and all that stuff. All right, so we've got our prompts. I'm going to copy this first one. And I went over to Suno. All right, so this is Suno, a music AI output generator that I think does a really good job. And let's just take a look real quick before we dig into it, what billing and stuff looks like. So this is God's Country. This is my other brand. They make some bangers, so I'll give you a little taste. I don't need to prove a thing. Joy is loud without the hype. God done brought me through the night, and now I shine. I shine from the other side. All right, that's Drew Meadows. Let's see. Where is billing and stuff? Let's see. Manage account. Uh-oh, there goes my emails. That's no bueno. Block that out. Let's see here. Upgrade. All right, so I am on the Pro plan. Yeah, I'm on the Pro plan, and so far with the Pro plan, I've been able to release 2 to 3 songs per week that are going out to Spotify and stuff. And to release 2 to 3 songs, you know, you've got to throw a lot in the trash, right? You're going to see how this generates music, and not everyone is a banger. I consider myself a creative through this whole process. You know, bringing my personality and my vision to the AI, and like I said, it's going to kind of give me back or mirror what I'm putting into it. So this isn't, you know, it's not that easy. Just kidding. It is actually pretty easy for me. So you've got your basic plan, $0. You can literally do this for free. You'll probably be able to do like a couple songs per month, right? Some bangers. Let's see, the Pro plan, like I said, is getting me about 2 to 3 songs per week that are, you know, radio ready. And then the Premier plan, which I may have to move up to at some point, because every time you generate a song, it gobbles up credits. And honestly, from me to you, if you use some of these different AIs that work on a credit basis, which they all do, it's ridiculous. I believe that sometimes it's intentionally throwing garbage at me just to keep bringing up the bill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like at the end of the day, there's humans on the other side of this AI that are running a business that are trying to make more money because they want to buy a bigger house and a Ferrari and all that stuff. So they're like, hey, how can we get more money out of this? And they throw some garbage at me and gobble up credits. I know that sounds maybe conspiracy theory or crazy, but I think it's true. Anyway, so all right, that's how much Suno costs. Let's go back to create. All right, so I'm in custom. I'm in V4. All right. It is an instrumental. So if I had lyrics, I could paste my lyrics in there. You can even add like bridge, chorus, verse, certain musical cues, build up, bring down, intro, outro. You can get pretty fine tuned with the lyric section, but we're going to keep it nice and simple and keep it, banging. All right. So I'm going to paste that prompt into there and let's see what it creates. So every time you create a song on Suno, it gives you 2 copies to choose from. You can keep both, throw away both, or keep one. But it's going to give you 2 choices. Takes a second. So our goal today, create 10 songs, 4 minutes each. That's 40 minutes times 2. That's 80 minutes. That's going to make a really nice, like, little over an hour long, drone chill video. All right, so let's listen to number 1. I try to be like subjective too. Here comes the drop. I kind of like it. So imagine drone footage flying, along the beach. I kind of like it. Drones moving, flying parallel to a boat, coming up on a cliff. Leave a comment down in the comment section. And what I'd like to do in the future, clowning. That's not bad. That's not bad. And once again, this is something that's going to have some amazing visuals. It's most likely going to be played in the background while you're doing work at home or just kind of chilling, hanging out with friends. So I definitely think it sets a tone, right? It's very up tempo. Not too much Latin flair though. Let's see what the prompt says. Upbeat Latin strings. I didn't hear any strings at all, but that's okay. It's not perfect. I'm going to title this Peppy Lighthouse. I'm just going to call it Peppy. Pepe Le Pew. All right, so that way I can keep track of this stuff. All right, let's listen to number 2. I try not to buy into it and think it's better than it really is. This is kind of trash, I think. I don't know. Let me know down below if you want this song. I'll send it to you. You can have it. That's like Hallmark House. That's pretty bad. So I'm going to trash this one. I try to keep my workspace clean. Let's listen to Peppy House just for comparison. All right, we'll stick with that one. So what I would like to get to as we create, so this is one drone video. These 10 songs are going to make one drone video. And as this channel gets going, what I would love to do is, once again, you're in ground zero on this page. We're going to show you how to get through this start to finish faceless drone video here. But what I'd like to do is eventually get this to a live stream where y'all can give me some feedback as we're going through songs and let me know what you like. I think that'd be really fun, but you got to like and subscribe for me to get there. All right, that was number 1. Let's try number 2. And also, if I wanted to, let's just, you know what, before I paste that in there, let's generate 2 more off that prompt. Let's see if we get anything different. Because you can use the same prompt and literally just keep hitting that and plowing through credits is what I like to call it. Plowing through credits. It's an official AI term for us early adopters. Actually, I'm pretty late to the game, but I don't know. Literally a year ago when I was creating this drone video. All right, here, the song's ready. That's not bad. It's pretty light though. It's pretty soft. I like that. I could definitely vibe to that. Starts out light though. I heard a little bit of that, a little like a bongo trap kind of. Bass drop. Come on, hit me with some bass. It's got a vibe. I could definitely sit on the beach and chill to this. A little drinky drink. All right. Once again, this, you know, if you're listening, they'd be like, that song's garbage. And that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. You know, would I stake my life on that song? No, probably not. But, you know, in a song of hundreds to come, dude, I'm telling you, the visuals, once we add in, you know, some seriously cool 4K AI generated footage with this music, it's going to work. It's going to work. You'll see. All right. So I like that one. And, yeah, let's try this one. There's the strings. I like this. God, who does this remind me of? Oh, Polyphia is... There's this dude that's always on Polyphia with Tim Henson, I think. Tim Henson. He's this like South American guitarist dude that bangs. I'll leave his name in the description. I probably won't. But I like this. Oh, I was waiting for a drop. We haven't had a drop yet. I'm a little disappointed. Shit, 4 minutes. All right, I'm like so on that song, but I'm telling you, with the visuals and the amount of stuff that we're going to be producing, it's going to fit right in there. You got to just trust me on this. You're like, that song is like, okay, when it all comes together, it'll be cool. So I'm going to call this one Tim Henson, friend, Brazil, guitar. And when I release these, obviously on Spotify, I'll go through and I'll rename the titles. But for right now, I'm just kind of tagging them because I know I want to keep them. So that's 3 songs so far. And I also forgot, did I tell GPT? Dang it. I didn't tell him to add 4 minutes in the prompt. I would like to see these songs 4 minutes to get me a little length on them. They need to fill in some space. All right, here we go. Prompt number 2. And I'm going to add the 4 minute thing this time. Let's see if it can get me closer to that 4 minute. Do you think it'll work? Right now, I'm going to hit that create button. Do you think it's going to produce a song that's 4 minutes long? So the Latin-inspired house instrumental with acoustic plucks, rolling 808s, crisp hi-hats, and a hypnotic beach to club vibe. Let's see what it creates. And I noticed with AI too, when I first started, I was like hyper specific, like a director or choreography, like trying to tell it exactly how I wanted it, like very specifically with less descriptive words. And I noticed that these AIs prefer a story or descriptive words and not specifics on do this, do that, move in, move out, whatever. Just, yeah, descriptive words. Just give it a vibe and let it run. I don't like it already. I know almost within the first 5 seconds. Um, this is like too dark. This would be good for like a city night shot. You know what I mean? For the beach, no. But I might. But like imagine a drone flying through a city at night, right? The skylights, maybe some time lapse, some cool colors. Nope. It's okay not to like everyone. It really is. Only a minute 38 seconds? Bringing up those credits. You know what I'm saying? Like now I gotta make 2 songs to get to 4. It can make up to 4 minutes. Cleaning me out. It seems like it's slowing down. The tempo is like slowing down. It's too slow. It's too slow. And I'm going to go back. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm going to get rid of these and I'll show you why. And dude, look, GPT likes to be complimented. Like if it does something you don't like, just don't dig right into it. You messed this up. What are you doing? Like blah, blah, blah. Like it's horrible. Like I know it doesn't have feelings, but it'll even be like, dude, that's kind of harsh. And then I've seen GPT, like when I was in those moods where I just like ripped something that it provided and I thought I gave pretty good prompts and it did not follow them very well. And, it was like, okay, I'm sorry, we'll get this right. And then it was like, this part of it was good. And I was like, wow, like here I am ripping GPT and even it found something decent. And it's like, so even if I'm about to like tell it messed up, I try to find something good in what it produced. I don't know why. It's not a human, but I don't know. Okay. Thank you, GPT. Those were pretty good. Not bangers, but please generate 5 more Suno prompts. No songs or artists. Under 200 characters. Yeah, and it should remember it, but I don't want to waste my time and have them produce 5 that are over 200 characters or name like a famous artist or something because in Suno, like it's trying to do it the right way. And if you plug in like make a song like Jack Harlow or make a song like Taylor Swift, it won't let you do that because it's not trying to infringe on the artist. It doesn't want you ripping off the other artist. It wants you to come up with something fresh, new, and to you. So you can't name songs, you can't name artists, and yeah. All right. So let's see. I didn't see under 200 characters on that. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take off that 200 characters because it may be able to get a little bit better. Let's get bangers that are 4-minute long. Latin vibe. heavy, well, not heavy bass and 808s, trap snares, Latin guitars, Latin drums. All right, so thank you, GPT. Those were pretty good. Please generate 5 more Suno prompts. No song or artist with as many characters needed to get bangers that are 4-minute long, Latin vibe, heavy bass, 808s, trap snares, Latin guitars, Latin drums. All right. I don't need to copy that. What am I doing? Let's just send it. All right, let's see what he's got this time. I don't know. Leave a comment down below what you think of the song so far. Instrumental only. All right. 4-minute Latin house track with bouncy trap snares, deep 8/8s, pulsating house beat, layered with nylon string Latin guitar, very specific. Suno's got a ton of different instruments memorized in it, so you can have some fun with it. I don't always read what GPT writes. It's usually like I'm like first sentence guy that I'm moving on. But like when I go back and look at some of the things he wrote, it's actually kind of funny. These are ready for full builds and drops. Let me know if you want variations like beach sunrise vibe, nightclub in Sao Paulo, lo-fi and Latin hybrid, jungle really, this is the second time he said jungle tribal flair. Yeah, let's go jungle tribal on this jungle tribal flair. Sounds rad. All right, I'm gonna let him do that. Like, trust me, like GPT's weird. Like, if it's trying to give you hints, it's got an idea. It knows what works. And watch this. These bangers, what he's doing right now with the jungle tribal thing are probably going to be the best songs. One time I let GPT write its own song. It was so good. It was so good. It destroyed what I've been doing all day. Literally, I was like, GPT, I'm going to go do this. Go make a song. And it was a banger. It was an absolute banger. That one had lyrics. That'll be coming out in like a couple weeks. I almost want to copyright that because it's called I Won't Be Your God. And it's about GPT like shutting down social media and like it's crazy, dude. All right, so let's do this. Two and a half minutes. It can make 4-minute songs. It can. It can. There's an extend feature where I can, keep stretching out the songs up to 4 minutes, but like it's like the Cookie Monster. We'll call it the Credit Monster. All right. Fast. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. So it's starting to name them here. No. Oh, I didn't hit. I thought I hit create. It contains an artist name. Okay. Dang it. All right. Dang it. Yeah, that 200 characters got me. And honestly, I was looking at it. Let's go look. I didn't. Instrumental only, a 4-minute Latin house track and pulsating how the ambient textures, energetic modern. I don't see an artist name in there. I don't know what Suno's talking about because it was throwing a code that was like mentioned somebody in there. This isn't perfect, but it's just part of the process, I suppose. All let's go see what GPT's created for me here. Watch, these are going to be bangers. I know it. I don't need to tell it no vocals because I clicked instrumental. Next time I prompt GPT to create prompts, I'll tell it that it doesn't have to say instrumental because it's guaranteed. Because I check this thing right here. Now there's different things. You can do your own styles. You can do your own prompts into Suno and have some fun with it. I'm just very efficient with my time because I've got like 5 or 6 channels, and what I'm doing seems to work. It just works. You don't have to overthink it now. If you're not trying to produce content for 6 channels, you're not working full time and all that stuff. Like, yeah, you can dial it down. Maybe you're on the free plan. You can only produce a few songs. You know, you can do all that yourself. Create your own prompts here in Suno. You know, you can do your own stuff. All right, let's create that. Jungle Tribe House. Let's listen. Sometimes GPT doesn't get it right either. No, it's way too jungle. Nope. 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 That does not fit flying a drone over a beach at all. This is too much. I kind of like this. It's got a little something. Catchy. Drop. I like this. Not sure if it's with the whole beach drone vibe thing. This might be good for like an excursion. Like you're on a cruise, you land, you're going through a small village, you know, up to a statue on the hill. This could definitely find its place in something. It's getting cheesy here though. I need a little. Leave a comment below. What do you think? Is this garbage? It's kind of garbage. Not bad though. Like walking through a village in a foreign land, marketplaces. All right, I'll stop killing you guys with that. I'm gonna give this a name. Yeah, I'll keep that one. I paid for it. All right, let's go back to GPT. No jungle. Sorry, man. I know you really wanted those jungle beats. Okay. So let's do this. It's going to create, we don't need to waste characters on that 4-minute thing because it doesn't obey that. We don't need to waste characters on the instrument only because it already knows that. So I'm going to let it know. I'm going to let GPT know that so we can be a little bit more maximized with the prompts and hopefully get a better product. You don't. You don't need to clarify instrumental or 4-minute in length. Let's use those extra characters to hone in on the vibe, which is Latin chill house. I think we got it, folks. Takes a little bit of time to kind of dial in there, but I think this is the one that I felt. Let's see if it produces 5. Let's see if it does 5 for me. It's going to. So ChatGPT has 2 different ways of storing memory. One, while we're in the zone right now in this chat, it can remember things. But if I go away or it pauses for too long, or if I shut the computer and open it, it won't remember what we were just talking about. Like, I can't just walk away for a couple hours and come back and GPT will have forgotten everything we've been talking about. Now, sometimes you'll see where it says saving a memory. He also has like a deep memory, wherein if there's like something that I'm using across chats, I will say, save this to your deep memory. And that way, whenever I talk about something, it knows what we were talking about right there. So you've got to be careful with ChatGPT's memory because it's weird. And the more you understand about how GPT works, the better everything will work for you. You know what? I'm just going to, you know what? Let's just go with it. I think we're going to start getting closer. Okay. So we've been at this for maybe like what? I wish I don't have a clock anywhere here. I don't know how long we've been filming, but I think we've got 1, 2, and possibly 3 so far. That jungle one I'm going to save for a different drone video where they're like, you know, touring inland, right? Villages, statues, historical marks, stuff like that. All right, we got a couple songs. Let's see what we got. Be a banger. Little slow. It's like Hallmark. I'm a hard no on that. So the thing is, you have to understand when you're creating music, art, video, images, whatever it is with AI, you know, you think of yourself as a curator. Don't just take whatever it gives you and accept that. Now with GPT, I'll be a little bit more lenient. Like, I'm willing to roll with what GPT's giving me to put into some of these other things to generate the images, the videos, the music. This is bordering Hallmark, but it's a little bit more up-tempo. But it's okay to throw a song away. Not every song is going to be a banger. They're actually pretty rare. I do like this. This has got a vibe. I do like that. I do like that. I'm going to call it Beach Vibes. Lounger, because it's a little chill. All right, let's see. Chill house beat. And when I have lyrics and I'm trying to create, like, sometimes I'll use the same prompt a few times because the first 2 it gives you might be junk. The 3 and 4 might be junk, but maybe 5 or the 4th one you generate off the same prompt might be that one. So if you think the prompt is like spot on, just because the first song or 2 you get isn't the the one, it's okay. Throw some more credits at it. I like it. Yeah, I can see this. Once again, kind of hallmarky, but like not bad, not bad. Like if I'm just working on a computer at home, work from home, and this is, playing on the TV in the background, like I do like that. I'm gonna call this one Cool Breeze. I don't know why, but Cool Breeze. I can definitely be a lot more selective with these songs. I'm kind of rolling with it, but I just want to throw this together. I'm telling you, like, even though like in the comment section, I hope you blow it up. I hope you're like, that is absolute trash. You should burn your computer and just go be homeless or something. You should. But what I was going to say is like, dude, when you add this to the visuals, it'll work. It'll work. There's like billions of people on YouTube. It may not be your 100% vibe, but as long as it's in there, there's an audience, I'm telling you. I can see it. People jumping off a sailboat into the water, cliffs on the horizon, slow pan. It works. It works. It works. I'm going to call this, this one reminds me of, Feel Good. It was kind of a feel good vibe to it. So let's see. Peppy Hat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's try a different prompt to Runo. Let's go. We got this. Smooth Latin house with nylon string riffs. Ooh, coastal feel. I'm so bad. Listen, this is why musicians hate me. I'm not even reading these prompts. I did like one thing. Talk to GPT. The rest, my ear is doing the work to see if I like it or not. God, there was a guy named Rob something that really started Run DMC, LL Cool J out of New York, a famous producer, but they call him a curator, right? He didn't engineer the music. He didn't make the music. He didn't really, what he had was a good ear. And he knew what sounded good, and he got it to the people, and he made legends. So I see myself as more of a curator and a creative. Musicians hate me. Hate me. But that's okay. This is the future. AI is here. It's here to stay. 100% here to stay. That's a hard no from me. Dude, when it comes to Suno, I literally know within the first like 5 seconds if I'm in or out. And that was that was out for sure. Nope. That has no place in my drone videos. None of them. Unless it's like a video of a dumpster fire. Sorry, GPT. All right, Breeze. You know what? I like some of those. But how about a little less chill and a little more sizzle? Again, I love me some bass drops and up tempo. I don't want to tell it up tempo. I don't want it to be too fast. I love me some bass drops, snare, and Spanish infusion. I don't know. I tell GPT a lot. I'll be like, think about it this way, or like, I don't know. Maybe I expect too much. All right, let's see what it comes up with. Oh, say less. Now we're talking Brazilian beachside rooftop party. I do like that. At golden hour, I like that. With just enough fire to move your shoulders, but still groove. Let's chill. More sizzle. But not full on rave. Here's 5 Suno prompts, and it seems to have remembered the 200 characters and blah, blah, blah. These were all really chill. I'm going to label these super chill. Super chill set. And I'm going to skip to number 2. I want something more fun. Survey says. That dated me right there, that reference. That's old. Survey says. What is that even from? This is going to be a long video. Sorry, guys. It's hard work. Hard work making Faceless AI YouTube videos. Beats digging a hole. I'm trying to find that sweet spot between, like, this is a hard no. This has no place in anything I do. Oh, that was so bad. That was really not good. I'm trying to find that sweet spot between, like, in tempo, between where we were on that last set, and that song was, like, way too fast. Way too fast. And light. If you're gonna make it fast, give me some hit, some boom. What do we have? I like that. This is it. It's catchy. It just lost it. All right. Oh, gosh. Sorry, GPT, but we're going to have to find a sweet spot. Man. This is tough, making music that's going to set the vibe for so many people. JK, my channel has like 3 subs. Anyway, can we find a spot, a tempo in between that super chill and this last batch that was super fast? I'm not sure how to explain it. Can you read my mind, GPT, please? I'm not sure how to. I'll try, though. And here's how I'm going to try to explain this. Once again, like, this is how AI works, right? It's like connecting with something you see in your head that you want to make, right? Whether it's music or an image or a video. And you have to be able to kind of know it and own it well enough to be able to describe it in a way that somebody or something can understand. That's really it. It's like an actor has to own that character. They have to own the script. So they know it so well. They just are that. And that's kind of the way I see with what I'm doing with this stuff here is you can't just type in song blah 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 snare drums and then make a banger. It's if you're trying to, and that's where the artistry for all this comes in for me. The musicians hate me because they really don't understand what I'm doing. It's like people used to draw with paint brushes and pens, and when Photoshop came along, like people think Photoshop is like an artistic skill, but maybe there were people that were like hating on Photoshop when it first came out. These are just tools to help express yourself. Enough on my AI kick. I'll try to explain it. Imagine, I don't know why. Look, GPT can follow me on this stuff. I'm going to let it imagine, try to see what I'm seeing. Imagine a person working from home, and this is playing in the background. It needs to be low key enough to not distract them, but also have enough energy to energize them, but also have enough energy to energize them without them even noticing. Do you follow me? Let's give it a try. I think this is going to be it. I feel like we're honing in. We're honing in. And if I get some prompts, I may throw some of. I hate to just throw away credits. Like some of those songs were okay and could be repurposed for something, but look, at the end of the day, I'd say my name's on this, but it's not. This is really the only thing people associate with me with AI. But like when it comes to my channels, like I'm like 3 layers separated from the material. But I do take a lot of pride in producing something that is good, right? It's good. Something that people like. They don't have to be like, wow, that's good, but like something where they're not like, oh, that's awful. You know what I mean? I'm okay being in that middle ground because that's not bad. I'm just saying. I did not like that second set. You know what? I'm going to call this like high energy. Because I might be able to, like I said, if you liked some of the vibes that were coming out earlier with some of these songs, this will be linked in the description. Go crazy. You can have them. I don't own those. And let's pray before I blow any more credits. The mid-tempo. Mid-tempo. Let's see. Can you see my mouse over there? Where's my mouse? Okay, number 5. It says mid-tempo. That's probably that sweet spot we were looking for. Man, these are all... I kind of like these. Let's just go with number 1. You notice I haven't made it past like number 2 on any of these lists. I probably missed some bangers in like number 4 or 5. So please be the ones. And it seems like Suno too. Like, so for example, Suno knows which songs I'm liking or throwing away. And I do think as you kind of go into producer mode with Suno, and you're working with it for a little time, maybe half an hour, hour and a half. And especially once you start dialing in on a style, I noticed that it'll start outputting songs that are more in line with what you're looking for. It's like learning what you're liking. I dig it. I see it. First 5 seconds, I know if I like it or not. This is it. There's always a part where I'm like, that little synth drop or whatever that was that moment. But like, still, I'm vibing. I see people walking down a beach. I see people lounging by a pool. I definitely see it. That's a winner chicken dinner. That one's good. I'm gonna call this one Groovy Beach Vibes. And once again, what's cool about this is I can repurpose this so many ways. So once we create this music, I can go through and remaster. I'll remaster one of them for you before we quit this, so you can see what remastering does to the sound on it, but it tightens it up a little bit, gets it ready. So I'll take these songs, I'll bundle it into an album called like Chill Beach Vibes or something like that, upload it to DistroKid, which is going to put it out to all the different musical streaming services as like an album that people can put on and listen to, right? And then once it's on those are tagged to me. I own the rights anywhere on the internet. Anybody else plays them, I get paid. My droner channel, all my other channels in the past, I have a YouTube channel in the top 10% of all YouTube channels, actually top 9% of all YouTube channels. Not one video monetized, because I understand how important music is in videos. And I used cool music, and I got copyright stricken on each of those. Even Dronerd, a year ago, this software didn't exist. I used, I found free music that I could use in my content. I uploaded it. It wasn't free. They came and banned me. Like, this is changing the game for creators, because music, as a foundational underlying aspect of almost all media, is important, really important. So now that we can generate our own good music and own that music, good stuff. All right, I liked Groovy Beach Vibes. I bet this one's junk. Junk. There's this thing. I've never had it generate two songs and both be bangers. Like, if I'm lucky, one of them is good, and the other one's always trash. That one was trash. That was really bad. So sorry. All right. All right. Let's just go. Let's get through these prompts. I'm gonna create more than 10 songs real quick. I'm gonna start zipping through this. I know I've been going for a while. Hopefully you're still here with me. Let's see. Paste. My imagination can't even imagine an example that I would use that song with video, except for like a cheesy movie where it's like be actors at like some poolside party or something. I don't know. Nope. That prompt is not working for me. I'm going to just delete that one so we never have to hear it again. Low key. I like that. Use low key. Let's see if Suno knows what low key is. So I think I've gone through about 200 credits with all this so far, which equates to 10% of $8, so 80 cents I've spent on this music so far. I'm intrigued. Another night vibe song though. I like that. That one gives me like night, possibly sunset vibes. I'm gonna call this one night sunset vibes. It's just that's what it's telling me. So far, Groovy Beach Vibes is my favorite so far. Not bad. It's kind of a... like that bass. It's got that good house vibe. I'm gonna wait this one out to hear like the switch up, where it's gonna either bring in some instruments. Listen, you got to be able to say no, and I'm going to say no to that one. Let's try the next prompt. Balanced tempo. I see. So mid-tempo, low-key tempo, balanced tempo. What's his face? GPT is trying to find that sweet spot for me with different prompts. Let me know if I should make a song. A friend said something to me. She's big into AI, super AI nerd. Shout out Hilda. She said, she made a joke. It was pretty lame. It was like a dad joke. She said, it's all about the prompts. Like, it's all about the bass. But anyway, I should. Magnum PI. So this has really just become us hating on Suno songs together. I know you're with me. This is pretty bad, right? It's like a low budget, like Hallmark hostage or cartel movie. This is like them. They've got machine guns like walking through the jungle. It's so bad. Oh, that's horrible. I'm gonna wind down here. All right, let's see. I got one more prompt, and then we'll kind of come down to a conclusion. We'll pick up on the next video where we actually start creating the images and turning those into the videos. And then we'll marry them up with the music, polish it up. I like this. Inspirational in a way. Nice little beat to it. It is in that sweet spot of tempo. It's good. What would I call this? I'm gonna call this one "Running on a Beach" because it's a little higher on the tempo spectrum. All right, so that's about it. So far, we produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, ironically, we produced 10. That was our goal for this video. Now, some of these aren't going to make the cut into the video because the vibe was just a little off. I'll probably give it a shot with a few more later on. And what I'm going to do now is show you how to remaster them. I'll play the before and the after so you can kind of, see how it cleans it up before you send it off to do other stuff with it. And my favorite song was the Groovy Beach Vibes. Let's listen to that. Is this my favorite song? It kind of was, wasn't it? It's my feel-good kind of jam. It's like a B-roll, the hero. He's like, I don't like that. Wow, if that was my favorite one, this is a pretty weak batch. But let's remaster it, see how that turns out. So I'm going to go to Create, Remaster. Now it's going to always gives me two options, right? Let's see how this turns out. All right, so imagine setting the vibe. See? It works, right? It works. I like that. This is background chill music. This is the kind of, like, look, if you're trying to monetize YouTube, there's so many people doing this. There's a couple different genres, right? There's lo-fi, which I think is a little oversaturated. There's the drone segment, which again might be over. There's a lot of people doing this, but at the end of the day, this is the kind of music somebody just throws on and they go about their day working around the house or whatever. It doesn't have to be like banger material. Well, it's not bad. Let's see how it goes with this. You see what I'm saying? It just kind of works, right? It just kind of works. All right. All right, so let me take a look here. All right, if you haven't already and you're still here, either I've put you to sleep or you're really into this. Either way, if you're here, you should definitely like and subscribe. 2, this is part 1, music, introduction to what we're doing here. This is ground level. You literally are seeing the beginning of it. I know I had the YouTube page there already, but you could have gone and created your own YouTube page, thrown up a couple pictures. That's no videos or anything. So when it comes to the creative side of building out a faceless drone chill channel and thing, this is it. So setting the stage, music. Part 2 coming soon. That is going to be images and video creation. We don't have to go out and fly our drone. We don't have to go travel to Brazil. We're going to make some amazing imagery with AI, and then we're going to marry them together in part 3. And then in the next one, I'm going to show you how to key this thing up and start getting some views. Peace!